Hello everybody, my name is Jim Mueller. I'm on the green team and I did a project using pennies, and eyedroppers, and water. My observation was that I noticed that if I put water on a penny, eventually the water would drip off the side. And I wondered if I put more water, if I could put more water on one side of the penny than I could put on the other side of the penny. So I made a hypothesis. And my hypothesis was that I think I can get more drops of water on the tail side of the penny than I can get on the head side of the penny. So here I am doing one of my trials. At the moment, I have it on the head side. And what I did is I very carefully dropped water on the penny. And as I did it, I would count how many drops landed on the penny until the water spilled off of the penny like that. You can see that after I did the experiment, I created a bar graph. With all of my data that I collected, I decided to make averages of my data. And so this is what I got once I made the averages of all the trials. I tried each side 5 times. And after 5 trials, I noticed that the head side of the penny actually got 41 drops on average. The tail side of the penny only got 37 drops on average. So if you notice, the tail side is actually less drops than the head side. Now, if you remember from before, I said that my hypothesis was that I was going to get more drops of water on the tail side of the penny than I did on the head side of the penny. However, after taking a look at my data and doing each trial 5 times and averaging out the data and looking at my bar graph, I noticed that indeed the head side had more drops on it than the tail side. So my hypothesis was incorrect. It turns out that according to my data in my experiment, that the head side of a penny actually can get more drops on it than the tail side of the penny. Now it was very, very close. So to be honest, I should probably do the experiment and do more trials and see if I get a greater difference in those 2 different amounts, since it's very, very close. But according to what I did, right now it appears the head side of the penny has more drops on it than the tail side. In the future, I would like to take a look at this experiment in a slightly different way. Instead of just looking at the heads versus tails side, I wonder what would happen if I used different types of coins. What would happen if I used a dime, or a nickel, or a penny, or a quarter? What would happen if I used foreign currency? I wonder if there's a mathematical equation that would say that the smaller the penny, the smaller the diameter of the penny is, the less drops you get. And the larger the coin is, like a quarter for example, perhaps the more drops you could get. Is there a mathematical similarity or mathematical ratio between those different types of coins and the amount of drops that you would get? I think that would be an interesting experiment that I'd like to try in the future, or perhaps see somebody else try as well.